Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Callings from Christ. Thanks for being here with me today. I have a guest with me who has a beautiful story to tell me. I'm glad she's here to be able to tell it. Her name is Amanda. She is in the Christian music industry, I would say, right?
Yeah.
And you have a couple other things that you do as well, right?
I'm a speaker. We have a ministry called Fight the Darkness, where we specialize in helping people with mental disease, addiction, substance abuse, alcoholism, sexual trafficking, and suicide. So we travel all over and we're partnered with a bunch of organizations. So we can provide free care, really reduced price care, and we hand out free Bibles wherever we go.
Oh, I didn't know that part. That's beautiful. I love that.
Yes.
Well,
So
thank you
we
for
have
being here.
hundreds of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here and coming on and be willing to tell your story.
Absolutely.
I like to start with, actually, first, I just want to say thank you to my church here for letting me use this room, for all the guests that have come on, and everybody that's subscribed and has been watching. Well, let's get into this. We'll start with childhood and kind of go into, and we can go into your story and how you found faith and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, my dad was, he just retired a couple years ago, but he was Walmart management, and they would transfer him to different stores. And so if he didn't take the transfer, he would get demoted. So I've lived all over Ohio and Indiana. I went to a gajillion different schools. And back in the 90s and early 2000s, there wasn't anything called a cell phone or
Good old days.
Yeah. And internet wasn't really a thing much. And then long distance phone calls were pricey. So I would have to literally start over again. And so that kind of put a halt on a lot of like emotional growth when I was a kid. And then I had a few bad things happen, and that left a lot of like really deep wounds that weren't able to heal. And so I was a depressed mess, hiding behind a fake smile. I started having an eating disorder when I was young, and then I started using alcohol at about age 12 and smoking, sneaking out because I wanted to escape from my mind, escape from my thoughts, escape from the things that happened to me over and over and over again. So I would sneak out and go to parties and just drink. And then I actually got expelled from high school for being a drunk.
Wow.
But I'm really smart. I took a bunch of tests and graduated a year early that way.
Nice.
Yes. And then I went to college for a year at University of Toledo on a vocal performance scholarship. I did that for 1 year, and then I joined the Army.
Wow.
And I was a chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear specialist.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yes.
Say that 5 times fast.
Seaburn is what we went by. And I was one of the national anthem singers, the 3rd Chemical Brigade at Fort Leonard Wood.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
that was
cool.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I've still had like substance abuse problems and alcoholism, and in and out of everything. I would wind up in different hospitals, wake up because I was also anorexic. So when I was home, I would literally not eat and then take too much and then pass out and wind up in a hospital and over and over and over again. And then I was in really bad relationships, and I was forced to move up to Michigan for a couple years. And then that's when my substance abuse got really bad. And the anorexia got really, really, really bad. And I got down to 76 pounds at my 6 foot tall self. Wow. Yeah. Wow. And then we moved back to Ohio. And then I had my dome explosion.
Dome explosion, as you like to call it.
Yes.
Well, she'll elaborate.
Yeah. June 1st, 2018, I fell down 15 wooden stairs, landed face first on the concrete basement floor at my parents' house.
Mhm.
It completely destroyed the frontal portion of my skull and my eye sockets.
Wow.
It threw me into a deep 3-month coma with less than a 10% chance of waking up.
What? Less than a what percent?
Less than a
Percent?
10% chance.
Less than 10. Wow.
Yeah. And everything crazy came in threes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3 craniotomies, which is skull and brain surgery, 3 ventilators, and then the 3 months comatose, less than a 10% chance of waking up. And I died 3 times. Second time for over 5 minutes during the emergency craniotomy. And then I had 2 blood clots, one in my brain, one in my leg. I had a respiratory failure. And the list goes on and on and on.
Gosh, just complication after complication during.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was at St. Vincent in Toledo and then life flighted to the Cleveland Clinic because I have subglottic stenosis and stridor and I had a paralyzed vocal cord and I kept having stridor attacks where my trach would collapse. And then I had epilepsy from my accident and my trach collapses when I have a grand mal. So I look like a smurf.
I'm glad you have a sense of humor.
I do. I'm ridiculously positive for somebody in my situation.
You were saved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy because when I woke up and I healed and into a completely different person, like I was an addict and I was a smoker and I was just in really bad groups and I never craved anything when I healed. Like I never craved booze or drugs or cigarettes or anything like that. And what's even crazier is I can't even say cuss words in my head.
I don't know what that's like.
But the only one that I can say is damn, because eternal damnation, you're being damned. And it's a biblical term, not a
word. Yeah. Yep.
not something that's used in the term that people use it until it today.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So that's a lot of times
Yeah.
to die on the table. Did you ever have any experiences there? Like, do you remember anything about it?
Yeah.
You know what fascinates me is near death experiences and when people have like an out of body experience
Yes.
and they see things that are miles away and then they come to verify that was happening a mile away.
Yeah.
And they encounter Jesus or heaven. Did you have anything like that, or were you just more like
I was surrounded
sleeping?
by my loved ones when I passed away for the 5 minutes. It was bright white. Like I can't even explain how it is. Like there is no darkness, there's no shadow, there's no black anything. It's just all this bright white, not like bright light. It's like it smells and feels and tastes like nothing on this earth. And then I was surrounded by my grandparents and my great uncles and great aunts. And
so people you have lost that are in
yes,
heaven. Gotcha.
Absolutely. But they knew that it wasn't my time to be there full time yet. Yeah, so I wasn't able to go through the pearly gates.
Yeah. I hear the stories that people tell, and like sometimes they're like, "But I want to." Like they just feel the love and everything, and they want to be there
because it's this happiness that I hadn't felt ever before.
So like a joy,
like the most joy. Like there's not even like English words to describe the peace and the happiness and the fulfillment.
Yeah.
It completely changed my views of everything.
Mm.
Like, I can always find the good side to every situation, no matter how dark it is. And what I say is, if you're in the dark, there's always a little speck of light. And the more that you focus on it, the closer that you get to it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it'll fully encompass you
Mm.
after you've surrendered to Christ.
Mm.
The light will never flee.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. I think for me personally, when I've gone through some hard times, and it's like each time is different, and as you
Mhm.
grow closer to God, there will come a time where you literally say the words like, I surrender, God,
Yeah,
whatever your will be done. I can't do this anymore.
yeah,
And then
absolutely.
he's like, okay, my turn.
Yeah,
Like, I'm ready to take over. You're ready for me to take over? I'll do it. But that is definitely when you start seeing and feeling changes.
absolutely.
Um,
I was an STNA before my accident, which is a state tested nursing assistant. Because when we came back from Ypsilanti, I started to clean my life up.
mm,
I wanted to break away from the drug use and alcohol abuse. And I had this new passion for helping people.
mm,
And so I got my STNA license and I started working at the manor at Perrysburg. And I would even bring my guitar in and play and sing to the elderly patients, especially the memory care patients,
mhm,
because they would still know the lyrics to all of the songs,
mm,
like the old hymns, like church songs, or just like oldies.
mhm,
And that's how it was for me, like me relearning absolutely everything. Um, would know the lyrics to songs, but I couldn't tell you what my name was or what I had for breakfast or something like
mm.
that. And that's how it is for memory care patients too.
Oh, okay.
So it was like reverse.
Yeah.
And so I would sing, and I just had this love for just helping people
Mm-hmm.
because I was cleaning my life up
Mm-hmm.
and I was finding new passions, and I wanted to be a nurse. So I got accepted into Owens in their nursing program.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had my fall.
Mm. And then that completely changed. You're not a
Oh,
nurse,
yeah.
are you?
No.
It's like, are
No.
you also a secret nurse? I didn't know.
Well, in a way, yes. So I'm a caregiver now as a profession. I work with palliative care patients. So I'm the one that brings them just the happiness and the joy and just the comfort. And I take care of them. I cook, I clean, I do their laundry. Like, I'm just that little in-house nurse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's probably very fulfilling, though.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because a
Yeah.
lot of people can't work with palliative care patients
Mm.
because they get too sad, they get too forlorn. And
Mm.
but every stage of life, there's so much fulfillment in different areas. Like, I'm that person's rock. I'm the one that they can depend on for smiles and the nourishment of their soul. Like, I talk to them about God, and I do a little bit of preaching,
Mm.
of course, because I can't have a conversation without bringing God into it.
Right, right.
And then I'm an excellent cook, so they like that.
Yeah.
They get good home cooked meals.
Yeah. Yeah, what's not to like, huh? All
Yeah.
right. I did want to kind of backtrack a little bit because
Okay.
you did talk about just briefly your childhood.
Mm.
Did you grow up in a home where there was a lot of, did you go to church? Was
Yeah.
there a lot of participation in the church?
Not much participation. We go to church on Sundays and talk to people, but there wasn't Monday through Saturday church.
And do you have siblings?
I have two younger brothers.
Okay. So you guys went as a family
Yeah.
and everything.
Mm.
Okay. Are they believers as well?
My middle brother used to be so strong in the church. He would go to all the concerts. He would do so much like good things for the church. He would help people, and he's fallen away.
Mm.
But my youngest brother, Aaron, he actually is going back to church. He lives over in near Phoenix, Arizona, and he goes to Charlie Kirk's old church.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aw.
and he's accepted Jesus back in his life.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's
That's so
so
wonderful to hear.
amazing that he's back in church now. He's the last person in our family that we ever thought would go back to church.
Aw.
Yeah, we just got to work on praying for James more
Mm-hmm.
because he has a little girl, little baby girl,
Aw.
my niece, and I want her to know Jesus.
Yeah. Well, some other things I want to get into, but do you want to take a break really quick?
Sure.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you how long you were in the service.
About like little over 2.5 years, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like for you?
Um,
Like a day-to-day type? Like what was your typical?
um, get up, do your morning PT with your platoon because we were on base, so it wasn't like normal kind of stuff. And then we did schooling where you had to learn more and more and more.
Mm.
And then just jobs here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whatever they assigned you to or whatever.
Yeah. And then if you were ever lucky enough, you got to take the kids that are in basic training through the gas chamber.
Oh. You put quotation marks on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Okay. Well,
And I was taller than a lot of the guys in my platoon,
mm,
and I could do their level of PT.
mm,
So if they lost to me, they got yelled at.
mm.
And
You
so that
can't
was
lose to
always
a
fun.
girl, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or made fun of.
Yeah.
Right. So with your story,
Mhm.
kind of straying, doing some things that are questionable at a young age,
Mhm.
and then having an accident and totally flipping your
Mhm.
thoughts,
Yeah.
the way you carry yourself, your
Mhm.
words, everything. Do you have any encouragement to people who have kind of either went through something similar, but haven't came out with your perspective,
Mhm.
or just
Um,
any sort of encouragement, I guess?
what I tell people that are really struggling, it might sound cheesy, but it actually works. So each day, write the date on a piece of paper, like a little index card or like half an index card. Write a positive thing that happened, just one positive thing, and fold it, put it in a jar. And when you're having a bad day, go and grab one out and relive those moments so
Mm,
you can see that you did have a good day.
mm,
And this moment was really cool, this memory from this day, and then relive that
mm,
to try to alter your mindset.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a reminder,
Yeah.
and even like a reminder of good times, but also a reminder that where you're at is temporary.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
I'm want to use it.
It's really fulfilling. Like you just write something that happened that day that was good. Um, and then also just compliment yourself
Mm, okay.
because you're an amazing person. God created you just to be the way that you are, from your hair color to all of the freckles on your body. Like you are a masterpiece in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you need to love the skin that you're in, who you are. Everybody has beauty to them. You just need to see yourself from a third person's perspective.
Mm.
Don't be so critical. That's what a lot of girls are struggling with.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's so true. All right. Well, I also wanted to ask you about
Mm.
a Bible verse that you like? Maybe you have a favorite one, or maybe there's a book in the Bible.
I always wear this necklace, and it's Joshua 1:9, and it says it on there: "Be strong and courageous, do not tremble or be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And this is a constant reminder that there is nothing in this world that I can't do through Jesus Christ. Because I've had every statistic known to man against me throughout my life. From the time I was starving myself, to the times I was slitting my wrists, to the times I was homeless. I lived in my 97 Nissan Quest minivan. And I traveled all over Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan playing shows, like sleeping in the back of my van. Like, I survived that.
Yeah.
I survived my time in the Army. I survived my accident. I survived so many overdoses and alcohol poisoning and being scrawny as a sucker.
Let me think. I'm really freezing, so I'm going to put this blanket on me. Like my nose is a popsicle. All right. So I want to talk a little bit. Actually, no, I still am kind of interested because now you brought up a thing you didn't bring up earlier, which is living out of your van. So, how old were you when you were doing that?
19, 20, 19 or 20.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what came, like, where is this in your timeline of like, was this was your drinking and drug phase? Or were you doing drugs or were you just drinking and
Both.
Okay.
I started drinking and doing drugs when I was
Oh yeah, you said 12-ish.
12, yeah. And then back and forth and back and forth. And it was like around the time that I was going to college. I lived in my Nissan Quest.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would just sleep in it.
And just
then
park where you could, or
yeah,
it's somewhat safe, hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah.
Near like a street light or something like that.
Mm.
So if anything happened, the light was there.
Yeah.
I could see what's going on.
Yeah.
Or in like a store parking lot kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
So that was you went into the service after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to gauge like where it was in your timeline.
Because I moved out when I was 17.
Okay.
So that's when I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And you were in the service. It was just Veterans Day, so thank you for your service.
Thank you. I ate so much free food.
Did you?
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah. We went to Bob Evans and I got a free meal there. And then I was really full. So for dinner, we went to Red Robin and free burger and fries. So
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Veterans have a huge spot in my heart, not only because of my dad, but plenty of family members who have served. The ultimate sacrifice is just, I don't know. At the same time, like I appreciate and love the people who do that for us. And also, I love watching military movies.
Yeah, same.
I don't know, what it is, but I probably have watched every one that has been free on TV.
But I'm the first girl on both sides of my family to serve.
Oh, really? Okay. Achievements.
Yeah. I have two younger brothers that are both bigger and stronger than me.
Yeah.
Just saying. And it was their sister.
Yeah. Let me see. There was something. Oh, I want to touch a little bit on your Christian ministry of music and what that's looking like for you, what you have in the future, because I want to link some things down for people to kind of watch out for you, maybe look for you in the area and check you out.
All of our events are on our website.
Okay.
Yeah, which
I'll
is
link that too.
fightthedarknessministries.com.
Fightthedarknessministries.com. Okay, I'm going to put that in the link. Or put that link in the description, rather.
And then you can, on our Facebook and our Instagram, we have our events on there too, if you don't want to go to the website.
Yeah, that's
because everybody's
easy to
on
follow
Facebook.
you on there. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. And then what do you have coming up? What's in June?
Rise Fest. Is that
Yeah.
the one in Iowa?
Yeah. Rise Fest in June in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put it out there. Or at least I'll put, information for Rise Fest because they can kind of track where,
Definitely. And then I'm sure we'll get more shows before then too. It's just winter, so.
Oh yeah, I know.
But our summer is going to be booming because my CD will be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
CD too, so that's probably going to be on your website, information about that too.
Yeah, when it comes out,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I've heard her sing before and she has a beautiful voice. So I hope people check you out and, kind of support you that way.
The songs that I've written are stories more so than like your verse, chorus kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I'll be able to hit and touch more people because there's people that can't sit and hear a sermon or hear a testimony, but they can really invest in music and feel the music more than they can the spoken word.
Right.
So I'll be able to help so many more people through my voice that way.
Right.
Servitude is one of my spiritual gifts.
Awesome. Well, if that's it, we'll end with a prayer. I'd like to give my guests the honors if they choose. If not, I'll say it.
You can, because when I pray, I literally talk to God like he's sitting next to me.
Me too. Me too. But so I keep it short just so the guests aren't sitting here for 5 minutes. But yeah.
You can.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing Amanda and I together today to talk about you, the way you work in our lives, and the way you work in everyone's life. What you have done for everyone, the ultimate sacrifice of giving yourself for us. We thank you so much for everything that you do. Please help this episode to reach someone who needs to hear it and continue to work in our lives as you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.